Welcome back, friends. Last week I uploaded a video featuring the brand new Milwaukee M12 mounting fan, and I've had a few people reach out to me and ask some specific questions about this, and there was one thing that I left out. So what I'm going to do is make kind of a quick video today pointing out some of the questions that you want to see answered and some other things that I want to point out. So let's get into it. All right, so here's one of the questions that I had somebody ask. Can this mount onto the Packout in any way? So the answer right now is no. It doesn't actually have any kind of feet for the Packout system. So this is my solution if you want to bring this fan with the rolling Packout in one trip. Let me show you what I came up with. So I often have the work table that I put on the top, which I love. So I was recently in Home Depot looking for a bungee cord, and they sell this style right here. So it's kind of more like a silicone, I guess, but anyways, this works really well. The blue one is like the perfect size, and let me show you how this works. So you have the work table on top, mount your fan right there. So you take this one hook end right here of the bungee cord, put it down here, that over the top there. Ooh, that right there. So check this out, you can tilt it back. So I don't know what this costs, maybe $3 or $4 for this bungee. I think they're a premium brand. Problem solved. All right, let me show you another feature of the magnetic part, and this is what I left out. I'm gonna show you how this works on a vehicle. Someone in my last video commented that it's really nice having a fan for automotive work for mechanics. So I can recall that we were taking a family vacation, and the night before the battery light came on my wife's vehicle, and we were going to drive that on vacation. What that was, the alternator went out, and it was a little bit tricky. So for me, it took about an hour and a half, and it was a summer night around midnight is when I actually started on the project. And at that time, I really wish I would have had a fan in my garage, like right here, where you can just mount it right there. I could angle it a little bit. So right there, it's coming at me. So this fan definitely comes in handy for doing mechanical work like this. I also heard from some electricians saying it's really handy. You can just mount this on some of the panels. And I also heard from someone that does mechanical work saying when they're running refrigeration lines up in the attic, this will be a must-have. So it's perfect for the job site from what I can see. And let's take a look now at some more features. So as you can see on the bottom right here, those are the magnets. So they're strong enough in certain circumstances, but then there's some other circumstances where you're gonna have some issues. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you can see my garage right here, let me get a close-up for you. So it mounts fairly well here when you have it in the upside down U position. But when you look at the texture of my garage, let me see with the light if this will focus. Can you see that wood grain pattern right there? Those little grooves actually cause some issues getting the fan to hold. All right, so let me show you if I put it in this direction right here. Watch this. See, it doesn't hold. There's just not enough holding power. If this was completely flat and smooth, then that would hold. And I'm even using the 2 amp hour battery. So if I went with the 6 amp hour battery, that would be even that much more weight. So if we go sideways like this, it just holds. Try this way. There, yeah, see, it's not holding. So you definitely are gonna have some issues on a textured wood grain surface like this. So there's some other Milwaukee products like the 3-plane laser right here. This has 4 rare earth magnets, and this is, a little bit lighter. So when this goes on, it's there to stay. The magnets on here are just a little bit stronger. So if you're relying on the magnets on a textured door, you're gonna have to go with the upside down U like that. And then when you're rotating the fan, I recommend that you hold the base as you're swiveling the fan. If you just start moving this, see how it'll pull off. So that's just an important thing to know. So my other video, we went up in the attic of my garage and I showed you how this clamping feature works right here. I think it's a 2-inch clamp. This thing really works well. This will clamp onto a lot of things and it won't let go. Okay, so we're in my garage. I'm doing a time lapse. I gotta quite a bit of reflection going on there. So it's been 15 minutes so far. And in the fan, I'm running a 2 amp hour battery on speed number 2. So I had 3 quick time lapses in a row for you. So as I mentioned, the first one here is the 2 amp hour battery on speed 2. You get 3 hours of runtime. And now to charge the battery in a rapid charger, this really isn't that long. It's only 30 minutes, which is awesome. And then if you're wondering about speed number 3, with the 2 amp hour battery, you get 1.5 hours of runtime. All right, so now let's take a look at putting the fan on some smooth metal like this right here. And you can really feel the resistance when you remove it too. So that's the upside down U, that's the normal type U, and sideways. So let's say you're working on a vehicle. It'd be really nice with your magnets just to mount it right there and turn it on. So besides the bungee cord, I do have another idea for mounting the fan. So this is something that requires a little more work. I went online, I found some 3D files for 3D printing to make these Packout Feet. And my son Sawyer printed them up for me. So what I did is I spaced them out right here. I used some CA glue with some fast setting glue. So these feet seem to work pretty well. They even have some countersinking to them, so that way I can put a panhead screw or bugle style screw in there. And then I cut these 2 shims right here. It's gonna go up a 1/2 inch. And then I have the exact same piece on top. I'm gonna actually just have that go back a little bit from the front. All right. So let's just say you want to transport everything all in one shot instead of the bungee cord. Will this work? Let's see. Let's try it back here. Does that work? Yeah, that works back there. We'll just put it on the front. So now the moment of truth, let's see if we can mount the fan on this bracket that I just built. That seems to work. That's very rigid right there. That's definitely not going anywhere. So then if I want to take this and put it on the back here, I could do that. So that way the weight of the fan is right over the wheels. All right, not bad. So, you know, this solution might not be for everybody, but sometimes I like to just see what all the possibilities are. Okay, friends, so I hope this quick little update video has been helpful for you to learn a little bit more about the M12 fan, like the runtimes and the magnets and some other things. So if I left something out of this video, let me know. I'll be happy to respond. And then also I'll have a link to this fan at the Home Depot. So there you can check some additional stats that I may have left out. And then also the current price and availability on it. Pretty soon you're gonna see some reviews on it once this hits the market. So if you enjoyed this video, please help support my channel by giving it a thumbs up. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.